Yes, yes, so Hairless here. Today we are back with a patron request. Thank you for this one. This is Je t'aime, meaning I love you. The performance that we'll be watching is from 2003, the En Toute Intimité concert, meaning in complete privacy. Now, we have seen a couple of other performances from this concert. This will be our third of the 19 songs she sung in this. Blimey. So you can find them as well as all my other Lara videos in the dedicated playlist in the description. Here are the lyrics of the song. As we so often see with Lara, they're very emotional. It will be sung in French as well. I've said many times before how I believe the chosen language is so important. And French, well, as we've seen with her singing before in French, there's a lot to it. Now, I believe there's another popular version of this song from the new concert. I will be watching that probably tomorrow, but we're doing this one first. So if you're watching this video in the future, way after I've released it, then that other video will probably already be out, so you can go and check that out straight afterwards. And if you're watching this video now quite soon after I've released it, the other version will be coming soon. So watch this space.
D'accord, il existait d'autres façons de se quitter. Quelques éclats de verre auraient peut-être pu nous aider dans ce silence amer. J'ai décidé de pardonner les erreurs qu'on peut faire à trop s'aimer. Petite fille, moi souvent te réclamais presque comme...
Wow, I know this is a Lara Fabian reaction, but I love to give credit where credit is due, and credit to the pianist here. It's an unbelievable piano part. The intensity of it, I'll touch on that in a bit, I'm sure. I believe the pianist here is Pierre Cremade, whom we've seen in the other performances we've done from this concert. You know the drill as well with copyright. We as reactors really shouldn't play too much of the video because it greatly increases the risk of our video being taken down or blocked. So we will do our first pause here. Let's go over some of what we've heard so far, which is pretty much just the first verse based on the lyrics we saw in the introduction. She's just started the second verse. Then comes the chorus. So we'll get to that in just a moment. If you don't want to hear my thoughts, go to the timestamp. When this song started, she's sipping in the red glass. It looks like she's drinking wine or blood or something. No, let's not get vampiric on it. That's certainly not the feel of this concert. But I was going to say how the whistles, the cheers you can hear from the audience, one member at a time, they just make it feel so much more intimate, so much more authentic. Lovely piano part as well. There's a lot in there. And we just have the piano and the voice, so the piano that is the whole accompaniment. Just there, for example, a little hemiola thrown in. 3 beats played in the space of 2. Da 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 ja 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 chum. Suspension leading into her singing. A suspension like that, you'd then expect the bass part to drop down, bum, bum, which we get. This is what we call preparation in music. Something is very clearly being prepared. I just then even got a bit carried away because I said Lara is coming in. No, she's not coming in yet. We still have more of just the piano and the emphasis on the bass part here. Falling, dropping down. Very bare, very reduced, and then when you get those nice little rhythms in the right hand of the piano, cha-cha-cha-chum, there's just more substance to it. In case you can't tell, I'm a big fan of the piano part. Whilst we're talking about the piano part, let's go from just before we paused, the start of the second verse.
Petite fille, moi souvent te réclamais
Essentially, what we're getting here, this very tense sound in the piano, not only is it moving high up into the super high registers, a bit more difficult to hear, but we're getting notes on the piano that are right next to each other. So when they sound, they will create a clash, a harsh dissonance. And when they happen, you'd think they'd resolve. But then another one comes, then it resolves, then another one comes. It's almost like these emotional games or turmoil that cannot be resolved.
D'accord, la petite fille en moi souvent te réclamait presque.
So an example would be played at the same time and then it moves down. And then another example higher up. So credit to the pianist, credit to the piano part, really good. There's not that much there, but there's also so much there. You've got your harmonic soundness with these suspensions, harmonic preparation. You've got your descending bass line. You've got the huge range of the piano rising up. The clashes, their resolution, then clashes again, and more resolution. The contrast in dynamics. Yeah, really nice, because overall, I think we'd say that this is a calm performance. Very heartfelt, emotional, and who better to exemplify these words than Lara herself?
D'accord, il existait d'autres façons de se quitter.
Fairly low down in her register. She's actually singing quite powerfully on that second line especially. She comes in with the airy voice, very light, almost like emotionally broken. But the second line, there's definite power to it.
D'autres façons de se quitter. Quelques éclats de verre
Still power.
auraient peut-être pu nous aider dans
And what a lovely jump up there. Oh.
aurait peut-être
On the top note, you can hear the quiver as she comes off it and a tiny little crack before she continues. I was going to say a fragmented sound. Look at the lyrics that are on the screen. A few shards of glass.
nous aider dans ceci.
The exaggerated note at the end there, very interesting, followed by a line talking about silence.
Silence amer, j'ai décidé de pardonner les erreurs qu'on peut faire à trop s'aimer. D'accord, la petite fille en moi.
And I love the start to that second verse. Back to the soft, airy sound, just like we started with, a very nostalgic line as well. Yeah, let's carry on.
D'accord, la petite fille en moi souvent te réclamait presque comme une mère. Tu me bordais, me protégeais, je t'ai volé ce sang qu'on n'aurait pas dû partager. Un bout de monde de rêve, je vais crier. Je t'aime, comme un fou, comme un soldat, comme une star de cinéma. Je t'aime, comme un loup, comme un roi, comme un homme que je ne suis pas. Tu vois, je t'aime comme ça.
Someone singing comme ça early.
D'accord, je t'ai confié tous mes sourires, tous mes secrets.
The piano part.
Ceux dont seul un frère est le gardien inavoué dans cette maison de pierre. Satan nous regardait danser. J'ai tant voulu la guerre de corps qui se faisaient la paix. Je t'aime.
Oh yeah, if you've seen my videos before, you know I love dissonance when it's used well. And here it's used well a lot. Here's an example. Lara's sustained note.
Corps qui se faisaient la
Because the chord, her note is here, which is the second note here, up the octave. Also, if you've watched my previous videos, you probably would have heard me talk about this second note, the supertonic. And I usually point it out because a lot of, for example, a cappella songs finish using this. It's a very nice chord. The reason why this is much more of a, more of a dissonant sound is because the second note would actually be this black one here. But Lara's dissonance at this point is flattened. It's moved down, causing a direct clash with this note here, which is the root of the chord, just like we've been saying in the piano part over and over. I hear this music, a song about love, and I just think anguish. The music points towards heartbreak. And love is a strange thing. There's a reason so many songs are written about love. Many say it's the most powerful emotion. It makes people do crazy things. And the lyrics of this song, many of them are nice. I love you like a fool, like a movie star, like a king. And love is one of those weird things where you can become obsessed with it, obsessed by it, and it still be painful. Despite all the overarching positivity. Love songs can be happy, swoony, they can be emotional, filled with dissonance, such as we're getting here, just a piano and an amazing singer, and be really moving with not much substance. The substance is just the pure emotion. I love that bit, how she just jumps up to the top note, switches her voice style. Let's listen to when she sung that the previous time. See how it's almost the same this time, but slightly different. Subtle differences in there. I'm sure I said in one or two, or probably all of my previous Lara videos, that she never repeats the same phrase exactly. Je vais crier. The control. She's hunched over as well. I'm thinking, what's coming? Well, I know by the lyrics that we've seen, the chorus is coming. And I really like the chorus. The same note, repeated, as simple as you can get. Easy for the listener to remember. Repetition, when done well, is very catchy. A little slide up into it. The piano is the moving part here. Boom, boom, boom. And as a listener, I'm conflicted. Is she singing powerfully? Or is it really soft? I honestly do not know. I understand that's a strange thing to say, but hear me out. It's probably a huge compliment. Singing is an obvious thing. It's obvious if I'm singing in my head voice or in my chest voice, or if I'm singing loudly or quietly or airy, not airy. So in a way, I just don't even understand myself why I'm asking this question. Very interesting. Let's listen again. Really nice melodic shape. She starts doing the little runs, the embellishments. If we listen to the piano underneath, kind of like a call and response, they're playing off each other, going up, and then the arc comes back down. The audience member shouting it out early. I wonder, one, if Lara heard that, and two, if she did, what she'd think of that. It's an emotional song. I'm sure it's great knowing that all your fans watching you know all the words, but would that be a distraction? Would it throw her off? Would she think, oh, come on, why are you doing this? Or do you think she's thinking, yeah, you know the words, go on you. If you enjoy these videos or find them helpful, please consider supporting me. Patreon has a bunch of exclusive benefits, behind the scenes videos, additional reaction content, Q&A videos, and more. For a one-time donation, you can donate me a hot chocolate at the Buy Me a Coffee link, or become a YouTube member for these groovy emojis and membership badges. And a huge thank you to these lovely people on the screen now. It is fun listening to these concert performances when we can hear the audience, hear their shouting. Like I said earlier, I just think it gives it such an authentic feel. Let's carry on.
J'ai
That's
tenté
cool.
1000 fois de lui dire je t'aime. Je lui ai écrit, je lui ai chanté, je lui ai donné. Je ne lui ai jamais menti. Et jamais je ne l'ai trahi. Jamais. Je lui disais je t'aime. Je t'aime. Je t'aime comme un fou, comme un soldat, comme une star de cinéma. Tu vois, je t'aime comme ça. Tu vois, je t'aime comme ça.
I like how the final comme ça, so powerful, so much conviction. When we've heard it previously in the song, well, there was power in the audience member who was singing it prematurely, but we had the opposite. And the long note. I've mentioned this in another video, again, or two or three, but I really love this affectation Lara does, where she sings a long note, but she doesn't try to hide it. The phrase ends and the sound is weak. And not just that, she then does a really exaggerated breath in. Let's have a listen.
Comme ça.
It's so unconventional, but again, so authentic. I will carry on to the end because I noticed she was receiving flowers. Or a flower. Wow, indeed. I've seen this before a few times. An example that comes to mind is with Dimash. Of course, Lara is one of his biggest idols. Why this is extra interesting is because this is mid-concert. An ovation like that mid-concert, I guess it just shows what the fans think of her and maybe this song in particular. Well, let's go over a few points from the final section. Up to the point where she ran away and then started speaking. There wasn't too much new musically. Now there is, and again, just kudos to the piano part. The chordal movement, chun, 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 and then the running left hand. Dum, 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 dum. Off she goes. We have seen her many times run away from the audience. Lara, where are you going? Well, this time she just goes around the piano. Hi, Lara. There you are. And the speaking, weirdly, well, maybe not weirdly. I don't know. I'm a bit confused today with this performance, to be honest. But weirdly, I find this to be one of the most emotional moments of the performance.
J'ai tenté 1000 fois de lui dire je t'aime.
And I don't know why, but I'm 99% sure it's because it's her voice.
Je lui ai écrit, je lui ai chanté, je lui ai donné.
She's barely speaking. It's like a growl almost. And whilst this was happening, I was thinking, oh, this is like rap in a way. Speaking, singing. She is speaking to a pitch, although it's just quite hard to notate, like a lot of rap. I'm not saying she's a rapper now. She's not suddenly a gangster, Lara the rapper.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
But it's interesting nonetheless.
Je ne lui ai jamais menti. Et jamais je ne l'ai trahi. Jamais. Je lui disais je t'aime.
Proper whisper there, just as airy as it can get. I always point out airy voices. They're as airy as it can be. Yeah, really nice song. Lovely arrangement. Like I said, I have been told many times about the new concert version, which I understand is very popular. So at the time of me recording this tomorrow, I will be doing that one. Looking forward to it. It'll be cool to see how similar or different it is. And in the meantime, let me know in the comments which one you prefer and why, and other performances by Lara Fabian you'd like me to do in the future. As always, thank you very much for watching. Would appreciate a like and subscribe. Let YouTube know that you want to see more, and I will see you next time.